Hello, hello, hello. It is that time of day where we connect and play to enhance and or empower our day. Okay. That's how we're heading into this one today. So let's get into it. Let's feel it out. Let's check it out. Let's start with some moons here. This one. Ooh, Okay. It is Iwa's Horse, Twin Gods, and Relationships. Open sesame. Let's get an Arcturian card here. 3 of them again. Okay. All right. Which one's first here? Not that one. This one. Emergence. The energy of emergence helps you leave your cocoon once and for all without feeling doubt or insecure. Now you can spread your wings and show who you really are. Emergence. Okay. And then we have openness. The energy of openness helps you take an open and honest look at yourself. Quite often we have all kinds of saboteurs working against us at a subconscious level, thus preventing us from feeling what really occupies us. This energy helps us to recognize this and to experience ourselves at a deeper level. I'm sensing a theme here. And then balance. The energy of balance helps you recognize yourself. If you are honest about your feelings, nothing will disturb your balance when you recognize your own truth. Make sure you find harmony within yourself. Only then can you find new sources. Amazing. Okay, well that is a powerful start. Definitely speaking to the self, emerging, being in balance, and being open to the things that we may be blind to. And I think it's really easy to access the things that we are blind to by seeing, interacting with others and seeing the things that are triggering us or rubbing us the wrong way or standing out as something that, is causing some sort of visceral reaction. That's usually an indicator of an unhealed, unacknowledged part of self that needs to be looked at. Okay. So let's start with a few cards here. Oh, what's going on there? That one? Okay. Those two. We'll see what happens here. The King of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. The Lovers and the Star. Death and Temperance. Wow. Okay, so that's 5 out of 6 major arcanas, first of all. Right out the gate. Okay. I guess I can move it over a bit here. So, death is about letting go of things, people, places, circumstances, mindsets, old belief systems that are no longer serving, right? Letting them go. It's like weeding your garden to allow space and energy and nutrients to flow directly to where it needs to go, to the things that you want to grow. Wow, I'm so rhymey today. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to do that. Okay, and so we've got this lover, the lover's here, being a star, being in your authentic King of Cups energy, which is getting things done, being emotionally open, being comfortable, being content, being joyful, right? He's so overflowing of his cup that he's got cups on cups. And then the Wheel of Fortune, what goes around comes around, right? All the good that you have put out into the world will come back to you times 3. Just as true as all the other things that you put into the world are going to come back to you times 3. But you're a star here, and you've tempered yourself, your process. And so that's what makes you a star. Okay, and love is a very important part. You have to have a certain level of self-love in order to get to this place. Even having the ability to discern for yourself what needs to be let go of and what needs to stay, right? And I think that's this level of openness you need to have in order to see the things that need to be released. Okay, so we've got this fast-moving energy with this 8 of Wands. It just flew out. And what did it take with it? 5 of Pentacles to a 9 of Pentacles. So there is going to be a shift in resources, finances, energy. You're moving with this fast energy here from a 5 to a 9. And a 9 is all about self reliance, independence, the work that you've done cultivating your garden, showing fruit, bearing fruit. Okay. So I am definitely getting this transformation. And this could be related to the things that you're letting go of, right? Like making space for the new. This could be a mindset, a poverty or lack mindset that you've finally put to death here. And you're about to see the result of that come in quick. So I want to do this here. Yeah. You know, I think this is a temperance and a death situation. Because the process of tempering, of being in balance with letting things go and birthing new, is what has really fueled your star power here. And what is fueling this wheel of fortune to come back around. And you've been sitting and holding this energy, this frequency of love. So I really feel that this has contributed to this fast-moving energy. Think of momentum too, right? If you've been in a bit of a lull, could be that like leftover clearing out of old karma that you have maybe been dealing with, family karmas and all that kind of stuff. Oh, we got a card down here. Oh yeah, okay, I'm going in. I got it. What do we got? 2 of Worlds, no wands. So this is your hand in creating the life for yourself. And I feel like this is part of the tempering and waiting process that you've been in for this wheel to come around and start bearing fruit, right? It's the result of you taking charge of your own world, being mindful of the thoughts and the energy that you're putting out there. Those are qualities that make you a star, right? Stars are supposed to shine. And this has been your shining process. Okay, and Ace of Wands are new ideas. You might find yourself, part of this abundance may be attached to an idea that you have, some spiritual download, aha moment. And it's from spirit and it's from love. When it excites you in a way that, makes you kind of feel like the kid that, just found out they get to go to Disneyland, if that's your thing, and they're just like, oh, and they just can't wait. And they're thinking about all the things. And it's like a excitement fuel, anticipatory fuel. Okay. That one wants to come out. Nope. The Magician. Yeah. This is alchemy. This is the letting go of what no longer serves and turning it into love, turning it into something that will serve you. This is the alchemical way. This is what makes you a powerful magician, your ability to do that. And it's like creating your own magic. Yeah, by looking in, by figuring out, spending time with self, spending time with the heart. Our minds, this balance between the mind and the heart, but the mind is where the ego rules. So I feel like its motivators are a lot different than the heart. And you figured this out. This is why you're a star and a magician. And you're getting better at following your heart, trusting your heart, knowing when to still the mind, especially when it starts to convince you of why you shouldn't do the thing that just made your heart flutter, all the reasons why that might not work. It's a safety thing. The ego's there to keep you safe. And it's got some weird goggles on, so unknown looks scary. Well, the unknown does look scary, but doesn't mean we need to avoid it, right? Yeah, this is all the work that you've done. So there could be a link with the new idea involved in something that you already can do, talents that you already possess. So another indicator to look within, develop that relationship with yourself. Go back, feel out the talents and the abilities that you already have. Maybe it's revisiting something that you started and then got distracted from, or it just wasn't the right time and you kind of put it on a shelf. It's definitely, a collection of abilities, things that you've worked on. Always lead by joy, though. Always find those things that make you excited, make you feel like a kid in a candy store. Back when it was 1-cent candies and you had, $1. It was like 100 candies. Like, oh my goodness, I'm going to get 5 of these ones and 7 of those ones. And, these ones are 3 cents, so I can only get a few of those. But they're worth it because they're bigger and more delicious. Yeah, it was like control, too. You finally got to control, spend your own money on whatever you wanted. I remember going in and they were just open in all these little like bowls, for lack of a better word. You just grab them, threw them in your little paper bag, little sandwich lunch bag. It was great for kids too, because they got to practice counting and working with money. I don't know how much little candies are anymore. It's been a long time since I've done that. But look at this, abundance. This is what's coming in that wheel. This is what is this energy is bringing. Pentacles. That's all the pentacles. So yeah, because we got this, we turned a 5 into a 9, got comfortable, we got independent, and then we went to 8. So we might have just been in a place that seemed like we took a step back. But it was so that we could jump to 10. It's not taking a step back, it's the cha-cha. Okay, and that's really going to help you, especially when you do, it seems like you take a step back. Consider it a dance. Don't fret. And I think you figured that out. You figured out how to keep yourself, no matter of the outside external conditions. Keep yourself vibing high. Keep yourself in Queen of Cups energy. And this is why your wheel is turning with fortune attached to it. This is that 8 of Wands, fast-moving energy, bringing in your pentacles, bringing in your abundance. And the 10 of Pentacles abundance isn't just finances. This is abundance in all areas of your life. So that's awesome. Yeah, and the Queen of Cups energy. This makes sense. If you're embodying this King of Cups energy, and in the balancing of self, that your Queen of Cups would be not too far in behind. Okay, so I'm getting this internal love with the Lovers card there, is the balancing of your masculine and feminine energies within. And this is contributing to the whole here, the whole freaking world, okay? The whole freaking world. So that is some kind of beautiful. Okay, should we pull out my cards? So I mixed the 2 decks together. So we've got Major Arcana in with just, I don't know what to call the other cards, just feelings, one-word messages cards. So let's see if there's any of these cards here that want to contribute to this reading. Oh, Temperance. There is a confirmation. Temperance is about the process, trusting in the process, being patient in the process. When you're forging a sword, there's the tempering of the metal to make it stronger between heating and cooling. You know, there's the walking the yellow brick road. You can't rush that. It's a process. You got to follow the path to get to the end of it, and however long that takes, right? Okay, is there any other cards that want to come out and confirm some things here? Release and justice. Okay, so release goes really well with the Death card because we're releasing the old things, right? Releasing the scarcity mentality. And the justice, it's about what's true, what's right. And I feel like, you know, you're getting this abundance because you're putting in the work. It's like a direct result to this maintaining a frequency, this letting things go. That's your divine justice here, which is awesome. Okay, and yeah, you could be in a state where you're feeling like you should be doing more than you are. But now's not the time to rush things. Now's the time to sit in this. You put in all this work to move yourself from a 5 to 9, you know, and you may have stepped back to an 8. And so you're like, oh, I better hustle. I better hustle to make sure that I get this 10. But Spirit's saying this is a good time to really be in this place and acknowledge you're no longer in this 5. 8 is still more than 5. And so allow yourself the time to be without hustling for the next thing or rushing for the next thing or racing towards filling up your time and your space. If this comes in as quick as it's about to here, it seems like you're not going to have a lot of time. Joyfully, you're going to be busy. And so, you know, this might be your only little chance to take a breather. So don't rush it and enjoy it. Okay, we'll see if any of these habitat cards want to come out. Sort of validate or verify or add to this message here. Yeah, this is beautiful too. This one is taking the time, just taking the time. You know, the world's going to do what it's got to do, regardless of what you do. You know, the world's going to keep going. Even if you take a minute, sit on a bench with a loved one. So that's beautiful. I feel like that's there might be a person involved in this 10 of Pentacles coming in. You know, we do have the counterparts here of King, Queen of Cups, and the Lovers. But based on these other cards here, it feels like an internalized thing. But what you radiate, you attract. So love calls in love. Love calls in love. Love speaks love's language. Love is the language of the heart. Okay, one last one. That kind of got crazy there. Oh, there are two. Okay, so playful, joyful, take time to play. And he's kind of giving me this hangman vibe. Well, just, I guess, the legs crossed there. So this is a time for you to enjoy yourself and be. And that can be really hard for some people. But it's part of this alchemy. It's part of this waiting for the ships to come in. It's part of this temperance. There's a time to move and there's a time to be. And this is a time to be. Okay, and this one makes me think of like poisoned waters or contaminated waters and this couple. So this could be something, maybe a relationship from the past that needs to be cleaned up, needs to be sorted, needs to be worked out. Maybe there's some things in the background that need to be cleared, right? And that's what could be happening here, because we've got this contamination in the air and this one in the water. These people are having a conversation, and maybe these ducks are too. So there could be a conversation that comes your way from a loved one, family member, or a person from the past. And they are coming in, or you might be given an opportunity to clear the air, closure, let things go. Okay, let's get one of these animal oracles. Kind of give us a little, there it is, little beaver. Okay, the beaver's upside down, so we'll just see what the beaver has to say first. I know beavers are hard workers. Hard worker, loyal, tireless, family first. The beaver personality is a welcomed sight. These good-natured and dependable creatures have infinite love and enthusiasm for family and express it by the way of the earth element, providing a home or financial stability. Although a beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, they'll work steadily for weeks, months, or years to see it through. So dedication. The beaver card appears when the task at hand requires your long-term, steady effort. It could also signify that it's time for some karma yoga, selfless service. When in balance, it's happy, meaningful work. Out of balance feels useless and worn out. And when in balance, physical labor or selfless service. So this is giving me what you can focus on while you're in this tempering process here, your hanged man, while you're being joyful. Find something to occupy yourself. Right? It's kind of giving me like the watched pot never boils. So put the pot on the stove, turn it on, and go take out the garbage. Right? And then when you come back, the water's boiling, kind of thing. So find, and this works too with this Eight of Pentacles. Now, because it was upside down too, it could mean you're working too hard right now to try to make things work. That's that, like, controlling the situation. And it could also signal, you know, you don't need to, if you feel like you have to, that's never a good time. You want to do when you're inspired to, when you get this feeling. I don't know how else to describe it. Tickle from below. Okay. Give it one more little, there we go, release. Excellent. As soon as I change my focus and let go of what no longer serves my highest good, I create space for greater fulfillment in my life. And this is that death card here. And the release. So that's a beautiful confirmation there. Things need to release. And love. When expressing myself from the essence of my being, a state of love, I discover my power to nurture myself and others. This is exactly the vibe over here. You know, maybe because you're in this love openness state, that you're able to better repair any sort of relationships that may need a little bit of extra attention. Creation. Ooh, when I deliberately and positively direct my ideas, thoughts, and feelings, I manifest my desires. Yes, inspired action, not I probably should be doing something. No, that's when you probably shouldn't be doing something, right? And patience. Excellent. We got two temperances and a hangman here. So yes, be patient. I recognize and accept that there's a bigger picture than I perceive, and everything is coming together in perfect timing. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful confirmations. Yay! Okay. Do we want to get one of these affirmations, or do we have enough affirmations? One of these Louise Hayes. If anyone wants to come out. Oh, that one did. And then we'll take it. I claim my own power and I lovingly create my own reality. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. This is that Two of Wands. This is you creating your reality here by only taking action when it's inspired, when it fills you with this playful joy. And then work on it little bit at a time, little bit at a time. As soon as you're like, oh, I gotta, as soon as it turns into like, oh, I gotta put in a certain amount of, nope. This is fueled by love. Okay, what does it say? I ask for more understanding so that I may knowingly and lovingly shape my world and my experiences. Yeah. So let's just put that right here. Okay, well, I think that is the messages for today. We could see if the angels want to throw down. Okay, let's just take the ones that are face up. How about, oh, that one flipped over. It's like, fine then. I want to stay. Divine light and celestial music guide you home. Life itself is a surprise. Enjoy. Yes, part of this need to like, I should be doing something. It's like trying to control. And it's the balance, it's the tempering between the things that you can control and things that you allow, right? We've got practice positive thinking and constructive actions now. Yes. Plunge into ecstasy of dimensions beyond. Whoa, that goes over in by love, I think. Discover the inner light, listen to the inner music, and be yourself. Excellent. And creativity is the power to transform little into much. Excellent. All right. So there you have the reading for today. I hope there was some good stuff in there for you, that you give yourself a little break. Self-care. It's important. Self-care is important. It's your time to emerge, but make sure you are coming out with inspired action, not because you feel like you should. That is never a good reason to do anything. Cross the board. Cross the board. Okay. There you have it. Have a good one. Whatever you're doing, make it awesome. Love you.